Papers, Please is a game made by Lucas Pope set in the 1980s where you play a border immigration officer in the fictitious Eastern European nation Subnautica. Your job is to approve or reject the entry of potential immigrants based on the constantly changing rules set by your oppressive government. The trailer was edited by Lucas Pope himself. In fact, he considered the trailer for the game before he even began development. In an interview with NoClip, he said,
"When I'm even thinking about the idea, I'm thinking, how could I express this in a trailer? If I can't imagine right now a cool trailer for this, then it's probably not worth pursuing."
The trailer starts with a shot of guards at the border, which pans over to the long line of people hoping to get through. A person is called into the immigration booth. A metal gate opens on the face of a woman. The title card appears one word at a time. I love how this does double duty as both character dialogue and the title of the game. This is probably the only time I've seen a trailer for a game which justifies putting its title at the beginning. Only 12 seconds in, the trailer has well established the game's setting and premise. The gray visuals and the sound design of the ambience and rusty metal gate immerse you in the world. The slow pace of the opening enhances the sense of waiting in line at the border. The music seals the deal. You are in Subnautica. Something else to note is as soon as the music starts, there's no more sound design. This enhances the cold and impersonal feeling of the montage by pulling us out of the scene. After the title card, we see a passport slide into the booth, which swipes over to the right. There's a cut-on motion to reveal the passport. A receptacle for rubber stamps pops in and rejects the entry. Every action cuts in time to the slow and plodding music. Syncing actions to the music adds personality to the protagonist's actions, making the act of rejection feel slow and calculated, or disaffected and routine. The passport is given to the woman, and she walks back out. The tempo of the music increases, and a man is called into the booth. There's a new title card. This gives the trailer the feel of a propaganda video, further cementing the atmosphere of the game. Another passport is rejected. At this point, the trailer has done its job of showing the audience the basic idea of stamping passports. The next shot fleshes out the story a bit with a shot of a newspaper about the border opening and families potentially being reunited. The tempo of the music continues increasing, and we see a person vaulting over the border, intercut with more passport rejections. The person throws an object which explodes on a musical flourish. The trailer then shows how the game gets more complex because the next person in the booth has even more papers. The items are spread across the screen along with a rulebook. Some game UI pops up as some items are highlighted. A discrepancy is detected between the rules and the papers. The next person comes into the booth. As she hands over her papers, there's a close-up on the rulebook dictating all Kolechians must be searched. There's a close-up of a search button popping out. X-ray photos reveal her partially naked body and a gun taped to her back. There's a close-up on the gun. The music reaches its climax. There's a fast montage of a variety of faces and passports whizzing by and being rejected. The trailer ends on Immigrating Summer 1983, PC and Mac, and the final logo reveal. I love this trailer. The direction, visuals, sound design, editing, and music are fantastic. We know where the game is set, what the player does in the game, and we get a tease of what's at stake. If you haven't played Papers, Please, what you don't know is this is what the game looks like. As you can see, there's a lot on screen as you play. The view of the border is at the top of the screen, the bottom left shows the applicant in the booth, and the bottom right is your desk. This is a lot to process. The trailer smartly isolates each part of the game using close-ups. We never see the entire game interface all at once, only what is needed to communicate each idea. Whenever people ask me when the game's HUD should be visible, especially with games where the HUD is an inescapable part of the game, this is an excellent example of how to use close-ups to isolate the important information. For Papers, Please, isolating information was as easy as using zoomed-in footage, but for other games with a lot of HUD elements like Into the Breach, it would take extra work by either the editor or game developer to strip away what isn't necessary for a particular shot. Papers, Please is also at an advantage because its art permits the close-ups. Some 3D games or games with line art don't always hold up when the footage is zoomed in, so that cuts down their options. Though the blurriness here may have been a stylistic choice, just like how the titles are purposefully blurry to make the video feel old. This is a phenomenal trailer. It immerses you in the world, establishes the protagonist, the game mechanic, gives you a taste of how events in the game escalate, and makes it very exciting. It's also a very simple trailer, which does a great job of always keeping things interesting and building upon its ideas. This also goes to show how thinking about trailers early or before development can help guide game design ideas. thanks for watching. I occasionally write reviews like this for my weekly trailer newsletter, so if you enjoyed this, please sign up at makebettertrailers.com. If there are any other movie or game trailers you're interested in seeing a review for, please let me know in the comments. And of course, if you enjoyed watching this, please like and subscribe, and hit that bell. Thanks for watching, and have fun!